Dexter, Henry, Jenna, Lemoncelli here. So much to talk about in New York Post Sports. Super Bowl 58, less than 2 weeks away, Jenna. Can't believe it already. So much excitement. When we talk about excitement with the Super Bowl, you got to talk about Taylor Swift.
Oh, you know it. I mean, this is basically her game. It's Taylor Swift's team versus Olivia Copo's team, maybe we could say. There's so much to get into because this season has obviously been like no other.
Now, Jenna, when it comes to talking about Taylor Swift, we got to talk about where this all started. Back in September, when she first was at a Chiefs game, the romance between her and Travis Kelce started then. And then we look at where we are now, where we just saw an AFC Championship game. Kelce wins. We see I love yous. There's a whole bunch of that stuff going on. Did you think back in September we'd be where we are now? So just take me through what this journey has been like for Taylor Swift, the Swifties, and Travis Kelce.
Absolutely. And honestly, I have to say, I was one of the first people that was like, this is fake. This cannot be real. Like, what is happening here? It's Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Never saw it coming. However, things have been moving along pretty smooth and very nicely if you're looking at all the videos online. But you mentioned that September game, September 24th to be exact, when the Chiefs and the Bears faced off at Arrowhead Stadium. And Taylor basically broke the internet when she showed up, was seen cheering in the suite with Travis's mom, Donna Kelce. And she cleared up the timeline for us because when she talked to Time Magazine in December, she said that at that point, they were already a couple. So that brings us to the other timeline of when Travis kind of was shooting a shot with her at her concert in July, tried to give her that friendship bracelet with his number on it and failed because he said that he was blocked because she doesn't talk before or after her concerts because she has to save her voice for 44 songs. Like, what? Anyway. But yeah, she literally is so happy now and we're happy for her. Go Taylor.
Only makes you wonder what happens if the Chiefs win it all. They win the Super Bowl. You get that moment on the field after Super Bowl. Well, we're going to get into how that can actually, and if that will actually happen later. But I think one of the biggest questions you got, Jenna, around this whole thing is what's the impact of Taylor Swift on the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs? There's been a lot of talk that more female viewers, because who are fans of Taylor Swift, are now watching the NFL more than ever. But is that actually true? Is Taylor having a major impact on this league and the Kansas City Chiefs?
She is. That is 100% true. The proof is in the data. The numbers are there. And the NFL has seen a 9% uptick reportedly, according to all the data out there. You guys can look it up. Our source was Fox PR. But the data says that the female viewership is up 9% as opposed to the male viewership, which is up 6%. And those are just some of the numbers. I mean, like I said, it's out there, the graphics, everything, and you guys can look it up for yourself. And we'll show you guys on our video, of course, too. But it is. And of course, when you have NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell coming out and saying that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are good for the NFL, it's pretty much proof is in the pudding right there.
Well, look, here's the thing. It can't be bad, right? Like, there's no way that this is bad at all whatsoever. It's more eyeballs. Now, some people out there might be a little sick of seeing Taylor Swift in the box, in the suite all the time. But we know a lot of other people plenty are not sick of it at all. They like seeing this, and they want to see more of it. Do you think when you look at the Super Bowl, right, it's just a game that everybody watches. Even if you're not a football fan, people tune in. It's a big day. It's almost like a national holiday.
It is. I mean, for us anyway.
Are we going to get more Swifties that might not have watched the Super Bowl watching the Super Bowl? What do you think?
In my opinion, 100%. I mean, we already saw also Travis Kelce's jersey sales going up by like 400%. And I think we're going to have the Swifties tuning in for sure, whether they're rooting for the 49ers or the Chiefs. Most likely the Chiefs, because that's what the Swifties are saying online right now. But absolutely. I mean, who isn't going to tune in for this? Like I said, proof is in the pudding and the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie at all.
All right, Dex, you know how I told you that the numbers don't lie?
You did. You said that. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me read you something right here.
She's got facts, people.
Yes, this is the facts right here. Now, this is data from Apex Marketing Group that reported recently that Taylor Swift has created a brand value of, get this, $331.5 million for the Chiefs and the NFL. And, I mean, that's them monitoring digital, print, radio, television, highlights, and social media since she attended that September 24th game. I mean, are you kidding me? She's a billionaire, but now this is just astronomical.
No, it's astronomical, and it's absolutely impressive. So you're definitely seeing numbers don't lie there. There's proof in the pudding. As you said, you're seeing the impact there. Now, look, NFL, they make billions themselves. They don't need Taylor Swift. But I'll tell you what, Jenna, it absolutely helps to have Taylor Swift. They're not turning her away anytime soon. They like the impact that she's having on the NFL. I think one of the other questions, though, Jenna, around Taylor and all the attention that she has been getting through the NFL season as we head into the Super Bowl, does she take away from things from the Super Bowl? For example, we got Usher, one of my favorite artists of all time, performing at the Super Bowl. Does the presence of Taylor Swift, if she's there, and we'll get to that in a second, does that take away from the Super Bowl overall?
It's a really good question because I feel like a lot of people are divided on this, of course. In a way, sure, you could say that she would take away from the event because I'm sure the cameras will be cutting to her multiple times and the talk online will be mostly about her, of course. But she also helps the NFL, like we just said, and helps things. And it's an exciting time because she's bringing a whole new fan base to the NFL. Now, we already saw a report from TMZ that she will not be having a surprise cameo on stage or joining Usher or doing any of that to steal his shine, so no need to worry there, Usher fans. But, I mean, seeing her in that suite is good enough. And now at this point, I want to see what jewelry she's rocking, 87, what she's repping. I mean, yes and no, I guess. It depends on who you ask.
You're just out here helping the Swifties, giving them more things to look at. I see how it's.
And I wasn't a Swiftie before this.
But this has changed you. This has changed the game for you.
I'm evolutionized. Is that the word?
If not, you made one up.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
That you can do. Well, the evolution of Taylor Swift is continuing. But here's the thing. It's not about even just about whether or not she's taken away from the game. Will she be at the game? That's not confirmed yet. Like, we do not know this 100% for sure. She'll be at the game. And there's some things going on with the fact that she's going to be starting a new leg of her tour, her international tour. So what do you know about that, Jenna? And will she make it to Super Bowl 58?
So, like you said, it has not been confirmed by Taylor herself that she will be there. However, a source told our friends at Page 6 that she is planning on getting right on her private plane right after her concert in Tokyo and heading right to Vegas to support her man. Now, also, Page 6 has an incredible graphic up on social media that shows the breakdown of the flight. But that 17-hour time difference is what's going to set us back. Not us, most likely, but just Taylor and maybe like her being really tired. But the gist of all of this is it is possible for her to make it. Now, if you want to really get down into the numbers, her concert starts at 8 p.m. And, you know, doing some research, her concerts are usually a few hours, 44 songs, incredible. That should get over around 11 p.m. She hops on that private jet and then gets right to Vegas. And she could make it with significant time for a nap. So that could help.
Assuming she's also napping and sleeping on that private jet, which
true.
I would assume so too.
Winding down from the show.
That sounds very exhausting, but when you have a private jet, that absolutely helps.
The private jet helps and all the other awesome perks of being Taylor Swift, yeah.
I'm sure it does. Well, you know what? Fans are hoping that she gets on that private jet right after that concert. They hope that she's there in Vegas for Super Bowl 58. But despite what fans want, you know who's going to be watching Super Bowl 58 closely? Especially for Taylor Swift. It's going to be Jenna Lemoncelli right here, the great sports and entertainment reporter for the New York Post. I got to keep my eye on it as well, too. Jenna, this has been fun.
It has been fun, and we are so happy that we got to catch you guys up and keep you in the know before the big game.